In the book of 2 Kings, chapter 4, there are specific instructions that Prophet Elisha gave to this widow. And one of the instructions that he gave was that she should shut the door before she went on to pour the oil into the vessels. And I noticed something very significant that happens behind shut doors. First and foremost, shutting the door would help her to focus on the business that she was doing, the business of pouring. It would help her shut off every distraction that would come. I can imagine several neighbors that she had borrowed vessels from, and maybe they went around talking to each other and wondering, how come this mama is asking for a vessel? You know the way as women sometimes we interact in the things that we do. One goes to another and asks, did Mama so-and-so borrow a vessel from you? Did Mama so-and-so borrow a vessel from you? And it could be that those women would be curious to come and find out exactly what this neighbor of theirs was doing with all those empty vessels, because I'm sure some of them it was within a neighborhood. And I guess that as the sons went around borrowing vessels, they had witnessed what had happened, and they noted that she had gotten to the house with these vessels. Therefore, shutting the door would be very key in helping her shut off every distractor and focus on the business for that hour. And it was a business of pouring and witnessing the miracle of multiplication happening. And even for us as Christians, it's very important for us to know that in this walk with God, many are the times that we must learn to shut the door. Because behind shut doors is where we get an encounter. Behind shut doors is where the miracle happens. I don't mean to be naughty, but we all know that even when it comes to the miracle of conception, most of the time and ordinarily, it happens behind shut doors. Because behind shut doors is a place of intimacy. And in that intimacy, when no one else knows except the two of you, and in this intimacy with God, when there's no one else except the two of you, in that deep intimacy, that is where the encounter happens. That is where the miracle happens. And when the miracle happens, it is visible to all. Shut doors may take different shapes. And for Jacob, shut doors was when he was sending his children and his wives and everything else that he had across the river at Jabbok, because he was fearful of meeting with his brother Esau. And behind those shut doors, as we could say, the Bible says that he wrestled with a man the whole night. He came out of the shut doors limping. Yet in that limping, there was a miracle. And behind those shut doors, his name was changed from Jacob to Israel. Shut doors is something that you must embrace as a Christian. And for me, in my walk with God, part of my shut doors was waiting for a fruit of the womb. And out of that, one of the miracles I testify of is this book that I hold in my hands, a wonderful testimony of what God was able to do. It may seem painful, but it was a period of deep encounter with God, because God never wastes our experiences with Him. And I want to encourage you to just take some moment and shut the door and get away, just you and the Master. Encounter Him and encounter His miracles. This is Sound of Hope. It is hope unbound.